Welcome back. We have another wonderful chocolate from Monsoon. Really great companies that we've had a lot of chocolates from so far.
This is the Origin series Monsoon chocolate. It is a 64% dark milk chocolate from Madagascar.
So the Origin series features cocoa from a specific area in the world. This one is Madagascar. And it's batch number 1.
Batch number 1. That's very unique. And it is from the Behotho estate, where the cocoa beans are made and farmed next to peppers and other spices. And this particular variety of cocoa bean has been certified as an heirloom by the Heirloom Cacao Preservation Initiative. So it is a very, very special single origin chocolate and I can't wait to taste.
Yeah, and they have always done a great job with their packaging to kind of make you feel a little bit like you're in that place. So this one looks nice and kind of watery and it's got a sun. So let's open it up and see what it shows inside. It's simple packaging like always, just a single flap. And let's just see what we get inside this time. Oh, another set with geometric shapes. Maybe a mountain and some rivers and some deserty kind of sand. And just like all the other chocolates in this nice kind of tasting sized shape. And it is a dark milk chocolate, so it has a really dark coloring to it this time. And I'm gonna take it out. It's got kind of more of a matte finish, I would say, going on. Any smells that you get when you, no, not many smells at all. It's got a nice soft break to it. I was expecting maybe even a louder snap for a dark chocolate, so maybe this is softer than I think it's going to be. I don't really smell too much. Maybe because the other chocolates have been so strong.
Yes, this one is
more subtle.
Very subtle.
But it's nice and soft. It's kind of starting to melt a little bit. A little chalkiness coming into my hands. Yep.
But it feels like a nice, subtle, calm milk chocolate type of a bar. So we'll see just how dark it is. It says it's 64% dark milk. But so far the smell is much lighter than some of the other chocolates, which I've said were like 50% chocolates.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Monsoon does a great job on their textures. So smooth, like a monsoon. Maybe the monsoons actually crash and impact your mouth, but super soft and velvety.
Very velvety, very, very nice. Smooth, melts very cleanly. You don't have to work the chocolate with your tongue. You don't have to bite it once it's inside of your mouth too much. It's not a chocolate that resists you. It's a chocolate that works with the body heat in your mouth. Very nice. I think Monsoon just generally does, these single origin chocolates very well. I've been pleasantly surprised by all of them, and I don't think I've ever had anything very negative to say about a Monsoon chocolate. So I think generally as a brand, this is a pretty good brand of chocolates. Yeah. And one thing I do want to say about this one is it is a solid chocolate. Like this is a good.
What do you like chocolate about it?
I like that it's not, it's not overly sweet, but it's sweet. It's not overly dark, but it is a little bit on the darker side. It doesn't leave residue on my fingers, but it melts very quickly. And it's not too soft, but I also don't have to bite it. It's in the medium of all of these attributes. There are all these different attributes of chocolate, and this particular bar sort of hits right off the middle. Like even look at you, you're eating straight from the straight from the bar.
I'm trying to test what you're saying.
It's pretty good. Like, it's a pretty good chocolate, and it keeps you wanting to come back for more. So I think it's just, you know, a nice, neutral, middle of the road, nice, high quality chocolate bar.
I don't know what Monsoon is doing because people get chocolate from a bunch of different regions, right? All of their chocolates have such a smooth finish to them. Like, again, you can imagine them pouring it, and it's just like, it's like taking a cake and when you sieve the flour.
Yep.
So there's no lumps. There's no lumps.
There's no
or
lumps.
anything or granularity. It's so smooth, and then but at the same time, it's got a little bit of that shortbread crumble, so it like bites and it's soft in your mouth, and it kind of crumbles away and melts in. So I really like the texture. I don't actually really love the flavor because I don't like dark chocolate, and it is a little bit more on the darker side, so it's not as sweet for me. But I really like the texture, so I'd give it a 5.
You'd give it a 5? I was gonna say I would give it a 7. For me, this chocolate is reaching sort of the upper levels of my sort of milk dark chocolate boundary. You know, they do call it a dark milk chocolate, but for me it's on the upper levels of my boundary of what I would still consider a nice edible milk chocolate. And I think they did it really well. They did a good job, and I would likely buy it again. And that's my ultimate test of whether I like the chocolate. Would I buy it again? And this one, I could see myself adding it to a cart again. Just the story by itself, you know, it being a heirloom chocolate bean in Madagascar, just that story by itself makes it, you know, worth buying and sharing with other people who like chocolate.
You know, Monsoon chocolates, and I really like their origin series, reminds me of like going to tomato festivals, and you have like hundreds of varieties of tomato, and they all have different shapes and sizes, and you get to slice them and try them, and you can see which ones are sweet and which ones are sour.
That's right.
They do such a good job of like still maintaining such a high quality of the smoothness and the finish of their chocolate, but really highlighting that the flavor of that cocoa, and you can tell it's quite different from the other ones we've had.
Yes,
so
definitely.
Really enjoy it.
Yes, thank you Monsoon for making another wonderful chocolate bar. See you around, everyone.
See you around. Bye.